Hey guys, welcome back. This is Jenny with Planner Perfect, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how I have done my grocery shopping and my menu plan for the week and a Whole Foods haul. Stay tuned. Okay, this is my newest Whole Foods grocery haul, and I'm going to actually flip you around and I'm going to kind of show you more in detail why I chose what I did, and I'm also going to take you through really kind of how I planned it out. So and my thought process. Now my family, I do have 4 kids in the home now. I have 8 kids total, but they all come over on the weekends. I've got 2 grandbabies I watch during the week. So I really have to have this planned and mapped, not only for them, but so that I also can eat well as well. So some of the things I wanted to point out are this popcorn. This is one of the best. I'm going to show you, when I turn you around, I'm going to show you that. I do have a daughter that does stay gluten-free, so I like to pick up stuff for her so she can stay on track. Salmon, all of the meat I got from there. And when I find some fun finds, I'll get those too. So this is a must. Okay, it's just totally a must. So I'm gonna then now kind of show you my planner. So when I work on my planner, I have another video about this, so feel free to check that out if you want more of a detailed look on how I do that. So in my main planner, I've got, you know, my journal, and then I have my September planner, and then this is my meal planner, and I keep it in here. I also have my 12-month planner that's very handy, that keeps everything in here, very keeps me organized for sure. So we'll go over that in another time, but for my meal planning, this is the meal planner book. You can buy that. I'll have the link below, where it has your month. And I created this and designed this off of my own family and how I needed it to look. And so I'll plan out like ideas for a month. Now in this one, I did just the second week, but a lot of times I'll just throw out all different kinds. So I'll put like gluten-free here, or I'll put, you know, lower calorie here, or whatever. So, but this was just a main grouping of some ideas that I wanted to do for this next week and over the weekend. And then this is week 2 for my baking day, and my baking day is actually scheduled for Sunday. So I have all of this down that I want to bake and freeze and have out for during the week and to last me for a couple weeks. So, such as cinnamon rolls, banana breads, not just one, homemade bread. I'll be doing 4 of those. Pumpkin chocolate brownies, that was something I wanted to do for a weekend treat. My raisin bread, some braided bread to go with our spaghetti, which is just my white bread that I braid. It just has, the way that you shape it also matters, let me tell you. Buttermilk biscuits and some pie crust for a quiche I wanted to make as well for breakfast. So this, and then what I did is then I also put it, what I'm doing here, so I'm covered and I know for my meals, and then I will put it into my planner. So and like this is today, and so today we're doing homemade pizza, and so I'm gonna be making pizza dough today and feed my starter, and that's all in the bake realm. So how I first start doing it though is I get out my notepads, and I love this because I can be messy and scribbly and really just brain dump on large sheets of paper, and I love it because then I take this and I put it into this this means business. This means this is intentional. This is what I'm doing. This means, hey, let's map this out and create an idea map. And then this is where we pull and say, okay, this is what we're doing. So I love that about this. So I'm happy that I implemented it because it's been nothing but awesome. So today's Friday, so I'm starting over the weekend and throughout the whole next week that I needed to shop for. And so I keep me and the kids separate. So this is mine, and then in Bella's too. Bella is more on a special diet that she's doing, and one of my daughters. And then for the rest of the kids and the grandkids and the fam, I use this one. So For breakfast, I like to put down all of my ideas. So I just, waffles, eggs and toast with homemade bread, banana bread, French toast with my homemade bread, raisin bread, toast, lunches, peanut butter and jellies, turkey subs, grilled cheese. This is all with my homemade bread. Hot dogs, mac and cheese, fried rice. I want to do homemade mac and cheese. Fried rice, I wanted to try on them. Only one has had it before, so I kind of wanted to try it on them. On my homemade bread is what I meant by that when I put it there. And then for dinners, I've got homemade pizza, some pork loin and beans, spaghetti fried chicken, mashed potatoes, creamy chicken noodle soup, and chicken wings. It's a crock pot one. I've got that on my blog. And of course, snacks, I really made sure that I wanted to do either a homemade dip or find one. And I found a really great one at Whole Foods. I'm gonna use that. And then I have a whole bunch of veggies. So my kids happen to love that. So it helps them with veggies. So they can do veggies and dip. So cookies, I'm going to be making as well to kind of have to portion out after lunch for a treat. And this is what I wanted to do for another video. So anyway, there's that. And then for me, what I was doing, okay, so for me, I've got breakfast. There's these vegan pancakes. They are so incredible and they're just delicious. So I love them, and they're lower in calories, they're gluten-free, and I love them. So this, and then there's also a new 3-ingredient pancake I wanted to try. Then Ezekiel, veggies, and this is a snack, homemade hummus, eggs and toast, oatmeal, a frittata. And also I wanted to try a quiche and have my kids have it. Make an Italian quiche. And there's breakfast tacos, wanted to try an Italian quiche. There you go. And so it's just kind of all this big fun brain dump. And then I solidified it here, and I'm still doing it because I didn't write out, because what I do like to do is put down also what breakfasts and lunches are. So I put those up here, and then I will transfer that each day or the night before to the day assigned. So for like dinner here, and then I'll put lunch, and then I'll make sure that it's all in there. So, and then I've got my dinners where I am eating as the family, but I am just conscious of, my appetite and how much. So, and everything that I make is good. So obviously I will eat theirs too. So salads, I really want to make sure I get all my greens and some vegetables, some veggie wraps, egg rolls. And I just put down a bunch of ideas that I want to have prepped and ready for me. And meal prep day is going to be on Sunday. So if you want to see that, and if you want me to film it, then let me know, and I will be sure to film that day for you. So I'm going to flip you around though and give you a more broader look at what I bought and why. Now I'm going to take you through some of the fun stuff that I made, or that I bought, so that I'm prepared and ready for my meal prepping and my baking day for the week. I'm also going to be cleaning out my fridge on Sunday as well. So I will clean that out, and then that's when I'll meal prep and all that. So anywho's, this is like a newfound favorite. If you have not heard about this, it is like one of the best popcorns on the planet, and they have different ones. Now, what I want you to pay special attention to is that it is organic. And one of the things that's heavily sprayed is corn. So if you're gonna do popcorn, you're gonna wanna make sure that it is organic. And this is such a great brand. This is the no cheese cheesiness. They have several different flavors, and this one has, organic non-GMO popcorn, and it's got Himalayan salt and organic it has coconut. And this one, and then I got like 3 different bags. This one is a Himalayan pink salt one with extra virgin coconut oil. And what I love about making popcorn with coconut oil is it has this sweet flavor to it. And so we used to always do our own popcorn and just put some coconut oil in it to roast it over, and it's so good. If you have not made your own homemade popcorn with coconut oil, you've got to. And then you add the Himalayan salt over the top. So I got those. So this was I like the Who brand. And since my daughter is doing, and I try to as well, at least what I'll do though is I'll stay to the sprouted breads, and I'm very conscious about making sure that I also do my whole grain breads that I make. But she's really staying away from them. So stuff like this, where they have grain-free crackers so she can dip it in hummus along with some veggies, is such a great option. So I like to have these available to her. I also got my chocolate chips so I can make my kids their favorite chocolate chip cookies. And then I always put, what I like to do sometimes is put 2 cookies after I bake them, put them in a little Ziploc bag and put all of them 2 at a time in little bags, and then put all of those in a freezer bag. And that way you can kind of take them out and either take it with you, put in a lunch, or like that's their snack. So to keep them frozen keeps little hands away from them, constantly touching them and eating them. So that's always been my trick with having and keeping the foods that I bake so they don't leave quickly from the counter. So I always kind of like make sure that it's controlled. So I do love this. This is always good in a pinch for lunch for babies. But this week I do have planned that I'm going to be making my own homemade. So I already have some organic shells that I have in the back for pasta. And this is important to me, is that it is grass-fed. So I've got some grass-fed cheddar that I'll use. And with that, I will use, again, I think I've showed this before, but the Kelowna brand milk, which is not only organic, but it is vat pasteurized, and it is whole milk. So it's pasture grazed, it's organic, and it's vat pasteurized. Their cream goes to the top, and means that it is only heated up to a level that can kill off anything that would be harmful, and it keeps the nutrients within the milk, most of the nutrients within the milk. So that's what's really great, because when you pasteurize the milk, you're really killing off also all of the nutrients from the milk. So this is a very, very good brand if you're able to get your hands on it. Of course, I keep fully stocked in the Ezekiel brand. So these are awesome. I do these for breakfast with an egg, and that keeps me nice and full. We love these. When they're toasted, literally avocado smeared on it with everything bagel. Hi. I mean, so these are absolutely delicious. I keep them stocked, and they're always in my freezer and fridge. And of course, I love to keep a whole bunch of stuff. And also, backtrack, for my daughter, I got this brand, which is awesome. Not brand, but the cassava flour. This is a 365 brand, but there is another brand that does a lot of the cassava. I forget the name of it now. And so this will be good for Bella as well. If she wants to do like a chicken wrap or whatever, this is grain-free for her, or a veggie wrap. And of course, for my grains, I get everything. Now, I did get a lot of this so that I can do veggies and dip for my kids for snacks. They absolutely love it, so I like to keep them stocked. I found these today and I thought, okay, I will use this. This is great for salad dressings. It's blue cheese, but this is a Toby's. Toby's is the brand. But what I love about it is that it's RBST free cultured milk. That's nice. Expeller pressed non-GMO canola oil. Do I wish it was olive oil? Yeah, but vinegar, eggs, onion, garlic, dill, salt, mustard, flour, live milk cultures. Hey, that's pretty good. So I think my babies will actually really love this, and I'll just make a relish tray. What I'll do is I'll have all of these ready for me to be able to grab at a moment's notice, put it on the table as a little relish every day. And I've got a little cute little container that I can put all the veggies in, and then pour a little dip, and then I'll leave it on the counter for a couple hours, and they always come down and they'll eat it, nibble on it, and then that's that for their snack. So that's always nice. And I'll do that for like the whole week until the veggies are gone. Let's see. I've got some amazing broccoli, broccolette. Love roasting these. So I did get my fryer chicken because I'm doing a fryer chicken, and I got extra stuff because I was there. So that's why I know it's gonna last me till next week. but I've got a whole fryer chicken that's organic, and I can then use the bones of that to make the creamy chicken soup, noodle soup that I have up and ready. I've got a whole red snapper here, and so I'm kind of excited, wild caught. And it's the whole thing, eyes and all. I've got an amazing recipe for that. That actually, Jenny and Anna Bake, we actually are going to be doing this for you here pretty soon, but I'll have to give you a sneak peek of it too. I've got some really great I got some breakfast sausages, and because I'm going to be making buttermilk biscuits this week, so that will be a perfect compare. So I've done this for years, where it's just I have buttermilk biscuits, and then they can have that, and then sausage and an egg, and they absolutely love it. And I've even made them into a sandwich, and I've stored them in the fridge. I also like to make a lot of buttermilk biscuits, and then they'll have it on that day. I leave like 6 out, half a dozen out, and keep in the fridge for them for during the week. And then I will freeze the rest, and then individually I will wrap them in a press and seal for each, and then put all of those little individual ones in a freezer bag. And then you can pull one out at a time, and they do go in the microwave for just a couple seconds, and they are done. So it's super easy and super amazing, and my buttermilk recipe is the bomb. Okay, so I love always having lemons and limes for lemon water and any kind of like tacos and stuff, because I still have reaping the harvest from when I did my taco meat. I think I did another video where I did it, but it was taco meat, and I did sloppy joes, and they're individually, I have one big scoop in each individual size bags, and then a larger freezer bag that my husband and kids, and older kids especially, can pull out and make themselves a taco salad within 40 seconds, for reals. Sloppy Joe, it's a big hit around here. I like to keep little, like brioche buns or something in the fridge, and they can pull that out, and they've got, I can make Sloppy Joes or anyone that comes over. And it's just easy, and it's just homemade and amazing in seconds. I'm telling you, meal prep and planning really pays off. I've got some ribs for a game night. Okay, got these at Whole Foods. Got some really great Italian sausage for spaghetti night on Sunday. I've got some wild caught. I want to make sure it's wild caught. I've got some salmon fillets. I've got some chicken breasts. Of course, I got some really good olive oil. I found this, and I had to get it because it was beautiful, and it's from Spain, and it's an extra virgin olive oil, and it's organic, and yay. I get this. I don't know if it's just my heritage, but I am in love with like olives and peppadews and feta, and just, I can't get enough. So Whole Foods has this olive bar, and it just sings with a halo every time I go by it. Does it for you? It's like, it sings. So I pile it high and deep, and I will nibble this like all the time until it's gone. It's so good. So I got that. Now, this is another thing I get. This is oat milk, and this not only is a great, if milk's gone, use this. Kids can't even tell the difference, but it's organic. I did another what I eat in a day, where I did share that oats are hugely sprayed. If you are going to have oats, make sure that it's organic. Now, mind you, I have the Almond Cow, and I am in love with it and swear by it. And I have organic oats to make my own. But sometimes I just buy this on the side as a pinch. But I have organic oats in my freezer, and I have organic almonds, because you want to make sure that your almonds are organic too. When you buy almond milk, you want to make sure that they are, or that it is organic, because those are one of the most heaviest sprayed foods. So if you love to do this, or you're staying away from dairy in general, which is always a good idea unless it is organic or VAT or grass-fed, then make sure that your plant milks are organic, or get the Almond Cow, make it yourself, because it's so fun, delicious, and not one single preservative. It's just straight flat almonds, almond milk, Let's see. Well, I'm doing pizza tonight. So I love to get fresh mozzarella, and what I like about this is it's free range and grass-fed, non-GMO, pasture-raised, no hormones used, mozzarella, organic. You know, you can feel good about that. And of course, I got tons and tons of, I always buy tomato puree. It's perfect for chilies, for soups, sauces, and my spaghetti. Did I mention that already? My spaghetti, my chili, soups, sauces, whatever. I always do everything like with a little bit of a twist. So even when I'm making soups, I add tomato paste or a puree to it, or tomatoes. It just makes it so flavorful. I love it. And my mom always did that. So whatever she did, it always had a tomato paste in it or a tomato sauce. So her chicken soup had that, or Italian stew. She always made Italian beef stew. So good. I did buy this for Bella, even though, or anyone who wants to do something quick, even though I can make this on a meal day, on a meal prep day, and just keep it stored in a mason jar. I do sometimes just do this because this is organic, has fresh tomatoes, fresh vegetables, onions, and carrots, extra virgin olive oil, and organic fresh basil and sea salt. Okay, you just can't go wrong. And so this is easy and quick for Bella. I have lentil pastas for her, so she can quickly use that and pour this on top. I also have spaghetti squash that I'm going to roast ahead of time and have in there for her and I, so that you can just pour a little bit of this on, and it's an amazing lunch, okay? So, and of course, maple syrup is the very best. So I always keep stock of this. And finally, I got my kids transferred over to maple syrup, because guess what? That was not easy, okay? Because they were in love with that, you know, Aunt Jemima. So I was just really, really glad to be able to get them over it. And I think what happened is I was out of it, and I was like, well, I don't know what you're gonna do. So I only had this, and it was kind of intentional that I was gonna let that one run dry. So they put this on it, and they're like, I guess, and now this is all they'll have. They got so switched over that they don't like the others. So yay me, hashtag winning. So got them over to that. I did get some wild caught shrimp. And one of the other things I love to do, I wanted to show you, this is my butter. I use it in my cookies, I use it for toast, I use it, and this is the Kelowna brand, which is the same one as my milk. So it's pasture grazed cows, and I trust this brand like crazy. Love it. And I also do this once in a while, and this is organic chicken, and this is kind of a, you know, this is kind of something is definitely not needed. You can do this yourself, but I do this in a pinch where it helps me for my week, for other kids who, like Bella, who she could do this. And this is another one of my favorite brands, the Primal Kitchen, and his mayo, and it's made with avocado oil. So instead of the canola. So avocado oil, organic eggs, organic egg yolks, organic vinegar, sea salt, and organic rosemary, okay? So that is my mayo. And then a little bit of that with this. She could put some romaine hearts. And then she's got her chicken. And she can make really quick wraps for herself for when she goes to work. So one other thing I love to get for Wesley, my grandbaby, I keep great stock of these, and that is the Applegate. I really like that, and it's the organic all beef uncured hot dogs. So some kids use a bun, but like for baby Wes, I just kind of cut it up in little pieces, and this is great for him. Also too, and I hope I'm not repeating myself, but this, so when so when I make the mac and cheese, I'll be able to use the grass-fed, and then I've got the shells, and I can make them their own mac and cheese, and they love it when I make it, so it's like so perfect. I did get some organic turkey, so on my bread, they can have sandwiches that they love, or peanut butter and jelly, so that's why I've got to make several of my bread to have on hand. And last but not least, and there's some little things that I'm just not quite showing, which I think I did cover almost all of it for my haul, is my pastured eggs that I love, the Vital Farms. So I use these. These are amazing. These are pasture raised, and the yolks on these are dark orange, so you know that they are completely nutrient dense. And it's funny because my daughter Abigail, the one who is the mama to my grandboys, they have chickens, and so she'll always give me the eggs. But I also know too that she loves her chickens with all of her heart, and she's named them all, you know, like Kathy, Vivian, okay. And so when Abby comes out, they all come running down. They're all fat and chubby, and they come running down to her, and she's got like this white bread that she feeds them, and she feeds them junk, and I'm like, Abigail, stop it. Okay, but you can tell by their yolks. That's my point. Now they do just cluck around, but even just having some of her white floured bread, they're pale. Her yolks are pale. So until she lets them completely graze on their own without giving them junk food, this is what I prefer before I use hers, though I do use hers in a pinch. So anyway, guys, I plan on doing another What I Eat in a Day here really soon, as well as another kids edition, as well as a ton of other videos on planning and planning your life. I love to do these too because this is living out of a planned life. This is like real life. So you don't just plan and then there's nothing to show for it. You plan your life, and this is the fruits of it. So I love to show the fruits of a planned life, and I wanted to bring you into my grocery day, how I meal plan, and a grocery haul, what kind of goes through my mind when I get all this kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.